Hey everyone, I'm back. So sorry about that. I'm at an Airbnb, so sometimes it's not always easy to find the most private place to do these. So I'm starting over for day 9. So Christine, you had a really good one here about like having to give up your favorite foods. So, and actually it's probably good that I had to redo this because I want to call this releasing the idea that we have to restrict ourselves. Because if you think about restriction, it's lack consciousness. It's what we've all learned to do. I have to withhold from myself. I have to restrict myself. It's like lack. Even though it's like, well, there's an abundance of food out there or whatever that I could just gobble up, but it's really a lack mentality that we've been taught. Like I have to restrict myself for things to be okay. I have to give up my favorite foods. It doesn't even have to relate to food. I have to give up this thing in my life that I want. Anytime we feel like we have to give up or restrict something, it's a recipe for failure ultimately. So I just wanted to share that. So let's just start tapping. So Christine, great topic, karate chop. Even though I have to restrict myself, I have to give up the things and the foods that I love. And that thought sucks. I choose to accept my feelings now. Even though I've lived a lifetime of restriction. And here I am once again, restricting myself. There's no abundance here at all. I choose to acknowledge my feelings now. Even though I have to restrict myself, I have to deny myself all the things that I love, the foods that I love. That thought sucks. No wonder it's hard. I choose to accept myself right now. I'm back in restriction. I have to restrict myself. Once again, I have to stop myself. Sorry guys, I gotta take a second here. Going out. Okay. We're rolling with this. I have to restrict myself. I have to deny myself the things that I love. Where did I learn this? Because this is definitely a learned trait. Restricting, denying, and let me say, there's tons of propaganda out there about all kinds of foods that aren't good for us. And some of those foods are the things I really love because they give me comfort. So what if right now I could invite in the idea that I don't have to restrict myself? What if it's possible that by releasing the emotional muck that's stored around this, oh hey Ron, I start to free myself. Really free myself so that I actually know, believe and feel, thanks Ron, that I have a choice. I've lived a lifetime of restriction, denying and restricting. And if I really look at it, that hasn't worked well for me. But I don't know how to do it the other way. Because I feel like the other way I'll run amok. I'll never stop. But what if that doesn't have to be true at all? What if the only thing I need to do right now is just work on this belief that I have to live a lifetime of denial? Once again, I'm denying myself the things I love and want. And what does this remind me of? Does this remind me of the love I desperately wanted? The comfort I desperately wanted? But it felt so restricted to me. I was starving for it. Starving for love and comfort when I needed it most. And I didn't get it. So I turned to food. Because that gave me love and comfort. So right now, if I think about giving up those things I love, it's like giving up love. It's like giving up comfort from the only place I felt I could find it. And what if I can just acknowledge this and honor this? Maybe there is a connection here. And what if I don't have to give up love and comfort? What if this love and comfort that I'm seeking is something I can give to myself? What if that's what I'm really starving for? Is more self-love, less self-judgment, more self-comfort, less restriction. And I may not know how to do this yet. But what if it's possible? The how is not up to me. What if the how can come to me with grace and ease as I learn to free myself from this idea that love and comfort aren't really available to me except through food? And what if it's possible? This incredible wealth of information can flow to me with grace and ease as I free myself from the belief that once again I have to live denied and restricted. And I don't have to believe this yet. But what if it's possible? I can live a life learning to love myself more and more, learning to comfort myself more and more, learning to feel my feelings fully, and then free myself. They do what they do, move through me. And as I allow the feelings to flow through, they don't stay stuck. And I don't stay restricted. And take a breath. So is it Dahlia? I think that's how you just joined, and I'm going to welcome you in that, but I wanted to welcome. And Ron, always great to see your smiling comments here. Totally hope you found this helpful. So in my own journey through this, hi, you're welcome. I found you don't have to restrict yourself. I think you can get to a place where you have freedom over time. You'll feel freedom. And it may not be right now, but I know for myself how imprisoned I felt by different things, like in the restriction that I felt. And I would always say, what does the restriction remind you of? Where were you restricted in your life as a child? Where were you told you can't have this, you can't have comfort, you can't have love? Food and comfort or protection, love, food is comfort, love, protection. It's so many things that are wrapped around it. And if you think right now, I got to restrict myself and give these up, if you really think about it, what are you really giving up? You're giving up love, comfort, protection, safety. So those are all good things to tap on. I don't feel safe. I don't feel safe without the foods I love. I don't feel safe if I feel restricted. So tap on those as well. So Dahlia, welcome. Ron, again, anyone else, hope you find this helpful, and we'll see you tomorrow. Oh my gosh, for day 10, getting to the halfway point. So have a great rest of your day. Bye for now.